to Good Times and Good Eats with Chris and Zach, where the food is good
and the times are even gooder.
and even gooder. We like it. All right, so I am your host Zach, and
I'm Chris.
this is Chris. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are here to talk about food and have a good time.
That's right.
Have a good time doing it. Chris and I both like food.
Love food.
Love food. Who doesn't love food?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Today we're looking at Pop Tarts.
Pop Tarts. Now, I will say, full disclosure, these are not.
I noticed this.
These are not name brand Pop Tarts, but we're talking about Pop Tarts, ladies and gentlemen. So you shop at Aldi, yeah?
I don't shop at Aldi.
You and your family don't shop at Aldi?
I don't.
Even
I'm
though
willing to compromise on some name brand stuff, but not
Pop Tarts.
I've eaten some toaster treats. My day, I think, is what they were called at Kroger.
You know what? I think the next video we can do is name brand Pop Tarts versus off brand.
Just the whole channel should be devoted to Pop Tarts, I think.
We might run out of content. All right, so anyway, again, full disclosure, we are not using name brand Pop Tarts. My family and I, we shop at the Aldi, even though it's not the tagline for the store, but it's good food and low prices.
There you go.
I think that might be Kroger or something like that. But either way, so these are Millville toaster tarts. They look pretty similar. So Chris,
I'll be the judge.
Yeah, you can be the judge, and then maybe in another episode we can do a direct comparison between Aldi brand and the actual brand of Pop Tarts. So, ladies and gentlemen, today, like Chris said, we are here to discuss Pop Tarts. Now, the motivation behind this particular episode. So I had a box of Pop Tarts sitting on my desk one day, and I noticed there's this little square insert on the Pop Tarts. It was talking about all the different ways to eat Pop Tarts, and so. Obviously, we've all eaten them plain. Yeah, you've eaten them plain, straight out of the shrink wrap. The aluminum foil straight. It keeps it fresh. So everybody's done that. Eat it out of the toaster, obviously. But then I noticed a third one that I never heard of before.
Mm-hmm.
Frozen. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you out there in YouTube land, you can talk to me and let me know if you've ever eaten a frozen Pop-Tart. I never even heard.
No.
Have you ever? You never heard that either?
Never.
What are your thoughts on the idea?
We'll see. I'm not anticipating to be blown away by it. It doesn't seem. I don't know. It doesn't seem like something I'd want to eat first thing in the morning. Mm-hmm. Maybe on a hot summer day it might be refreshing. I'm not sure.
Pop-Tart?
I don't know.
Okay. What about as a dessert after a meal, like a frozen treat?
Maybe. I really don't know. I know it's not a complicated idea, but I'm having a hard time kind of trying to figure out what a frozen Pop-Tart might.
The gel kind of crystallized and frozen.
Yeah.
So this led to Chris and I having a conversation. I was asking about the frozen Pop-Tart. I know that he is kind of a junk food connoisseur.
This is true.
He knows these things. And
I eat like a third grader. So
I knew that if anybody would have heard of this, it would have been him. But then that led us to an even deeper discussion, which was, Chris, I'll let you do this one.
So, growing up, we would put our Pop-Tarts in the toaster, and then when they come out of the toaster, and they're still really hot, you put butter on them. And I thought that was perfectly normal behavior. And then we asked around, and come to find out, I caught a lot of heck for that.
Nobody that we talked to had ever had butter on their Pop-Tart before. So, this is a Chris delicacy is what it is. So,
I'm going to blow your mind.
Here's what we're going to do today, ladies and gentlemen. First, we're going to start off with just out of the wrap as a control, right? Just kind of get an idea of what our off-brand Pop-Tarts are like. I stuck Pop-Tarts in the freezer 14 minutes ago, and according to the packaging, they need to be in the freezer for 20 minutes, so that'll give us at least 20 minutes. But we also have a toaster here today. And we're gonna try the Chris Delight.
That's right.
Is what we're gonna maybe we'll TM that one, trademark that one. And so we'll go through 3 different rounds. We'll give you our thoughts, and then of course, if you have any additional way, I know there are other ways you stack them, but we don't have different types of Pop-Tarts today, and I'm not sure if I'm ready for that kind of sugar rush.
Yeah. Seems intense.
You know what? Maybe on the day that I go hang gliding.
There you go.
I go parachuting out of an airplane is the day that I will double stack my
right.
Pop-Tarts. So we'll go.
Dangerously.
You know what? There are days. There are days when you need to live dangerously.
Absolutely.
You know, I'm just not feeling it. I'm just not feeling it today. So that's what we'll do. We'll go through that. Of course, you can leave your thoughts and your comments and any other suggestions on ways that you have to eat Pop-Tart.
Yeah, somebody backed me up. Butter on Pop-Tarts is perfectly normal behavior. And I can't wait to gauge your reaction here.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. So here we have our control. Now you'll see, I don't notice much of a difference here. Like physically, do you see really a whole lot?
You know, the frosting's a little sloppy, a little uneven. I don't know if you can gauge that.
I think the sprinkle.
But I'm not
colors
going to
are
rush
different.
to judgment.
I think it's
They might be.
might be a little bit different. Now, in terms of smell, I mean these are strawberry Pop-Tarts, so it smells pretty much the same. The kind
It
of
smells
jam
like a
filling,
Pop-Tart, yeah.
the sugary jam filling that I'm used to.
Yeah.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, you are going to get our pure reactions because we've not done this, and I can't remember really the last time that I ate a
First
Pop-Tart.
take. Oh, really?
So it's been a while.
It's been like a week for me, but that's fine.
Now, if we're in your home and we were looking for Pop-Tarts, what kind of Pop-Tart would we find?
So I actually prefer the unfrosted.
Really?
Yeah.
Particular reason?
Just less sugar.
Less sugar?
Yeah. A little less sweet.
It's an interesting thing to be worried about while eating a Pop-Tart.
I know. And I'm usually a blueberry strawberry guy. Not so much like the brown sugar cinnamon s'mores.
Okay.
Those aren't really my deal. So.
See, I think s'mores probably would be my favorite.
Okay.
If I were to choose, I think s'mores
Yeah.
s'mores would be it. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna give mine a break and
Yeah,
I'm not gonna eat the whole thing. Now, one thing I do notice here, it seems like there's less filling
It does.
in there. I don't see as much in that. Let's see
Yeah.
here. Now, I will say that I do like the frosting. I like the crunch
Mm-hmm.
that it adds there.
It's
A
nice.
little sensation.
Mm-hmm.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
It's comparable.
Sure.
I will say that, as we saw visually, not as much. I don't know what you call that, gel filling.
The filling, yeah.
Not as much of that in there.
A little less.
So
But
I'm feeling the sugar though.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure what the difference in sugar content is, but I'm already from my heart. I don't know.
Did you bring your insulin on set?
I'll tell you what, I can already feel my heart racing. I only had like two bites. Oh man, holy cow. Okay, so that's not bad. I mean,
No.
it's a decent Pop-Tart.
Sure.
And so I think that sets us up for nice control.
Yeah.
Our frozen Pop-Tarts have been in the freezer for almost exactly 20 minutes.
There you go.
It's not a bad start. Maybe we'll drink a little water.
Yeah.
Got a little coffee left. Do that, kind of cleanse the
Yeah.
palate, and we'll be back with the frozen. All right, so we're back, and they've talked for many years about SmelloVision.
That's right. Yeah.
Right. This is where you're
You're missing
out.
Yeah.
Right. It's the combination of the pastry and the jelly filling.
Yeah.
Right, and the sweetness of the frost. So
There's caramelization of the sugars and frosting.
There's some warmth coming here from the pastry.
Yeah.
So, since this is Chris's deal, I'm going to let him explain it to us. Talk to us a little bit about it.
Yes. Well, right off the bat, I noticed that you have. Is that the way you? If I had not been here, that's the way you would go about
If I was
it.
going to butter it, yeah.
Yeah. So that's a mistake.
Really?
Yes.
So we actually put
Yeah.
the butter on the frosting
Yeah.
side.
Yeah. Well, you eat with your eyes first.
Okay,
Right?
I got you.
So you don't want to look at that when you've got this.
It's beautiful frosting on top there. Okay.
So there's not a science to it.
You just crack the frosting. Is that okay?
It'll be all right.
Does that work
It's
for
not
you?
ideal, but what are you gonna do?
All right, so we're frosting side
Probably
up.
too much butter.
It looks
on
to
my
me
part.
like we're
It's a
talking
lot.
about not just a smattering of butter.
Well,
but
no, there's a
smearing.
lot, and I'm
Okay.
gonna actually
Take a little bit off of there.
take a little off.
Now, I will tell you, just kind of full disclosure, that I'm not really a butter guy.
Is that a thing? I didn't know that was a thing.
So, I'm just not huge on butter in general.
Mm-hmm.
So, but,
I wouldn't know it from that because that looks like a professional job.
well, I know, I'm 35 now. Actually, no, I'm 35. I'm still 35. 36 in a couple days.
There you go.
So I know how to spread butter.
Okay.
It's just not what I do often. All right. So, anything special we need to do?
No.
We dig in?
Dig in.
All right, so I'm gonna crack mine. Very similar. See, I actually like to eat from the frosting side. I don't like to go from the outside.
got you.
edges, so
I respect that.
We're gonna go in here. Does that bring it back? Does that bring it back for you? Some memories?
I just finished 7th grade. It's the first day of summer.
Summer.
It's about 10:45.
Cartoons.
Stumbling down the stairs.
Yeah, okay.
No, it's not cartoons. I'm catching the end of Matlock, and
Okay.
then Bob Barker and
No, the Price is Right.
Price is Right's about to come on at 11.
Mm-hmm.
I mean a buttered Pop Tart in my living room.
Now, my question is, can you be objective on the taste when there's that much?
And there's so much
emotion?
nostalgia. I
So
understand
much
that.
emotion and nostalgia.
Well, no, I can't. So then we go to you. Your thoughts?
Now, I don't know if you noticed it, I've actually eaten more of this than I ate of the other one.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what I will say is there's something interesting here. I think it's the toasting, actually. So the pastry has become crisper, and it's actually lighter, so it's very dense. I felt when we were eating it straight out of the package. So that actually makes the to me process of eating it more enjoyable. So the actual let's see here, what's the word I'm looking for? The texture that I'm getting in my mouth is different. I'll say, I'm just kind of getting a hint of butter flavor, which is fine. I kind of had in my mind what it would be like, kind of like buttered toast. So it's not a bad addition. I don't know necessarily that I like it is so much that every time I ate a Pop-Tart, I want to do it this way.
So it gives it a little bit of it's salted butter. You need to use salted butter, but it gives a little savoriness to the sweet.
Okay, so it helps to juxtapose, and I do, as a general rule, I do appreciate that. So if we're talking about chocolate covered pretzels, things along those lines, salted chocolates of various kinds. So I can deal with that. So that wasn't bad. I will say that it's not.
Not at all.
Well, I mean, when you were talking about it initially, I was very taken aback. I'm not gonna lie. So that wasn't bad. I can see how someone would enjoy that, and they would make that a part of their regular modification to the Pop Tarts that they would eat. So not bad. So ladies and gentlemen, if you've never tried buttered Pop Tarts, I'm gonna give it a thumbs up. Now, not as enthusiastic.
2 from me.
Not as enthusiastic as Chris over here. But not bad. I do enjoy that. So, next. Well, I guess we're supposed to do the frozen. We haven't done that yet. So I feel like they need a little extra time. So I think they're probably frozen by now. So we'll see how that goes. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So we're back with our third and final Pop Tart review. So just as a recap, control group straight out of the foil, buttered, which was Mr. Monroe's. And I will say that I do not have a preferential way to eat a Pop-Tart. So these are all kind of just experimental for me, with the exception of the straight out of the foil. And so now we're on to the one that I was maybe most intrigued by, which was the frozen Pop-Tart.
Yeah.
Neither Chris nor I have ever eaten a frozen Pop-Tart before. So before we begin, your initial thoughts. Straight out of the freezer.
It's cold.
Mm-hmm.
That's about all I've got right now. In terms of
I'm feeling a certain level of density here.
yes, it does feel heavier.
I don't know what's going on here. It does feel a little bit heavier. And as we mentioned from the butter, I actually enjoyed some of the lightness and the crispiness of the toasted Pop-Tart. So here we go. I mean, we'll just kind of crack it open, see what's going on. Yeah, I can definitely
Very cleanly.
Yeah, well, kind of. I mean, I can see a little bit extra stickiness with the filling there. Let's see here. Oh yes. I mean, to me, the big difference is that the filling
stands out more.
That's
For
true.
sure.
The,
I think the toasting it kind of highlights the tart itself.
mhm. It definitely creates a different texture sensation.
It does.
I agree. Now, I mean, that's not bad.
Yeah,
It's okay.
I personally don't know why someone would opt for this choice, but
Well, my
I
thought,
guess if you're a filling person,
mhm.
this would be worth the go.
My thought is that I don't know why you would take up the space on the carton to market this as an idea. I mean, I understand as maybe a marketing gimmick, a marketing ploy, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, the way that it was sold, it was some sort of enlightened notion of Pop Tart eating. I don't know, and I'm just not getting that.
No.
But that's not bad. I actually think I would prefer this above straight out of the wrapper.
Okay.
But again, nothing to me that's life changing. It's alright. Yeah, I don't eat Pop Tarts all that often. When based on the way it was presented to me on packaging, I was expecting a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe kind of like a popsicle-ish.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know if freezing it a little bit longer would do anything, but
Yeah, this doesn't have a breakfasty feel to me.
no.
I don't know.
No.
If you were headed to the pool in the summer, you thought, let's take some Pop-Tarts.
Maybe. I'm thinking maybe like a Friday or Saturday where you're feeling a little crazy.
Yeah.
Evening, you know, like a dessert type thing or a late night snack. Maybe during the summer. I can see this. You know, you're sitting outside around the campfire. Maybe you got a movie playing outside, something like that. And you would enjoy a late night Pop-Tart, something along those lines. But not anything that I think, as a general rule,
Mm-hmm.
Pop-Tarts are not something that I consume regularly. But
No.
I'm not shouting from the rooftops about this.
No. How much do we lose?
I have no idea, but that's okay. I think you guys get the gist of
Yeah.
our thoughts on frozen Pop-Tarts. So if you were to rank them, now I think obviously number one for you would be
A buttered toasted Pop-Tart.
sure. Do you see much difference in the straight out of the foil versus the frozen?
Not really. I guess it's just the amount of effort required to put it into the freezer, which to me makes it not worth it.
Which, well, you know, if you're talking about effort, the maximum effort one is the toasted and then the
It
butter.
is, but the payoff.
Okay, all right. So the
Yeah.
trade-off for you is all right.
Yeah.
So it's worth the effort. You know, I don't know that I'm preferring any of them. Maybe I'd put just the three. Maybe the butter to the top. Then we'd go frozen, and we'd go regular. Just
Yeah.
cause. So not a bad go though. I mean, if you're a Pop-Tart person, you know, I would recommend you trying the butter.
Yeah.
So thank you for introducing
Yeah.
that to me.
I feel
appreciate it.
vindicated.
There we go. There's a song about that.
Yeah,
right?
maybe we can play that as we roll the
Dashboard-
credits. Is that
dashboard
all dashboard confessions?
You
That'd
know,
be
we
great.
might have to get some permissions. I don't know. Get a
I'll
copyright
tweet it
infringement.
at Chris Caraba. We'll make it happen.
All right, very good. All right, so we hope you enjoyed that episode of what is it? We said it was
Good times.
Good Eats, Good Times.
Great eats.
Good Eats, Good Times.
That's
with,
it.
With Chris and Zach. So, thanks for watching, and we hope to see you next time.
Yeah.
Welcome to Good Times, Good Eats with Zach and Chris.
Yeah.
I'm your host Zach, and this is
Chris.
Chris over here. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, this is I forgot to do the tagline. We gotta do that.
That's
at the
right.
end. Where the eats are good, but the times are gooder. All right, let's do it again. Take two. Welcome to Good Times and Good Eats with Chris and Zach, where the food is good.
Food is good and
The
the
times are gooder.
times are good.
All right, we'll let. Okay, maybe we'll let you do the tagline. You do a better job of that. All right.